Small power doesn't mean small impact. Hey friends, it's Burgers here, happy to have you here. And definitely I want to talk about that you matter in the big fights, even if you're thinking you're small. Believe it or not, everybody was, okay, not everybody, but the majority of the people was in this situation when they're feeling small in the big fights, but you actually matter in the big fights. And I will show you a simple way to help even with low power. And something that I have seen over my 2 years and half playing Call of Dragons is even small tiny pokings is actually opening a huge win. What I mean by that is, for example, you're in this castle or maybe in this castle, obviously you're going to be able to do some pokings over some AFK legions. If you manage to even trigger the artifacts, is even better. But small poking, especially with the marksmans, or maybe I can give you some suggestion even with Syndrion. Basically the first hits is going to when the Legion Rapid is basically dispel. When the battle begins, Legion get rapid fire for 3 seconds, launching an extra attack every time they launch a normal attack. 3 seconds after the battle begin, you're going to do a second attack the first 3 seconds, which is basically 3 normal attacks. I mean, stuff like this is definitely a game changer in Call of Dragons. Also, just throwing some good infantry march, if you manage to do it, is basically draining also the enemy. Right now we're mostly speaking about the draining for Kuma and what was his name, about the Kuma, because Kuma is actually draining the HP and is making this small HP drain pool, which can greatly support your alliance. But in general, just tiny pokings, just sitting behind everybody else and hitting the infantry. And these days, believe it or not, infantry is so annoying. The counterattack that you're receiving from the infantry is wild. I'm going to even open some of the reports. Look at this thing. I mean, if I check this one where I'm basically hitting from a distance, if I go over the statistics, you're going to see that yes, I get from the Broom Bear some damage. Obviously this pet is having this skill, but 7.8k in counterattack, which is out DPS my normal attack of my Warrior and Valiant together. So counterattack is also become very valuable. But still, I don't think everybody can actually afford going with infantry like this, trying to drain the enemy legions, because right now the person what is doing is actually draining our HP. And if you have some example artifact, you have awakened these heroes, you're going to even get good traits from all this thing what is happening here. So yeah, but small pokes in the big fight or having some good strategy in your head, even though that you can be surrounded by whales and krakens, your impact is also extremely valuable because you're putting enemy heroes in the hospital. Extremely important. Okay, not enemy heroes but enemy troops, and every small win you can achieve is a huge win in the long run, because today small win, tomorrow small win, after 2 days small win. You're going to just support your team with your presence on the battlefield. Now the efficiency way you can do it is just focus on safe hits and quicker returns. Believe it or not, but with the power people become more and more stupid. I know it may sound stupid, but even I noticing this thing with my gameplay is by having like 148 million power, I don't care that much over my troops. Okay, I just don't care that much because I have like 1.3 million free healing per day and etc. So this is your great advantage right there, where you can just go and hit from the safe distance, and like this people like me is going to fill their hospital. We're not going to have the craziest trades, merit trades, but at the end of the day you're looking your account to actually have very decent trades. And with this, you're going to again have great impact over the whole KVK, because when I was low power, I definitely was looking to not get troops in the hospital. Obviously, the healing is not that cheap, resource healing, so I was trying to avoid resource healing with everything I can. So I strongly suggest you having some farms. Like, I think you can have like 5 accounts in one kingdom, that you can put one for ore, you can put one for gold, for wood, and etc. And with main account you can just go and farm mana. This is also very important to be said, but again, focus on safe hits and quick returns. And if you already do that, don't forget to hit one like if you help your team when you was thinking that you was weak, but when you opened the spreadsheets at the end of the season, you do amazing job. Just wanted to know, like this, when you hit one like, how many people was feeling weak, but at the end of the day, when they watch this video and they see the impact that they're doing, they become one idea more confident, and they know their real value, and they know that the activity is the king in KVKs. I want to see more confident people, you know, in Call of Dragons, because, you know, it's let's say it's not that easy when you're surrounded by whales and krakens to be top performer. But again, small wins, focusing over the safe hits and quick return can actually boost your account by a lot. Now, where should your spend going is definitely have to be over core technology. This is like 100%. And you're not going to be able to flex, but don't try to get something to flex with. Maybe this is a good advice I can give, because believe it or not, the city skin, the mage city skin that I get was the majority over flexing, because it's looking very, very nice. But yeah, I think especially free-to-play players should actually focus over efficiency, over just something that you can basically just flex with it. The other thing that I can suggest you is just use well-developed, already established legions. This is also, oh my god, this is also very important to be mentioned. Just don't try something. I mean, you have to try to find your place, to find your synergy between the teams, getting this and that hero, see how they work together, because, you know, we're giving the best pairs and blah blah blah, but at the end of the day, if you don't have half of the heroes because they're from the strongest world, this is not helping you with absolutely nothing. Somebody to tell you Bertrand and Toher, and Toher is great in the garrison, but in the same time you don't have Toher, you know. Always experiment, and like this, like with the when you experiment and testing with the different pairings, you're not going to fit with the kills, because I was testing Grumara and I put her with as a commander because she's having skill tower tree, and I get very bad results. Very bad results. Horrible results. I know she's not still level 60, but I just, you know, sharing with you some testings that I did, which end up to be not that positive. I think every player should test their legions and see what they work for them, for their play style, let's say it like this. If you're more aggressive people, is one thing. If you're more passive, like fighting behind, is something different. You have to know your playstyle and actually make a test that is going to fit to your playstyle. The other thing that I can suggest is also pick the bonuses that raise the survivability. This is something very, very important to be mentioned, because if you cannot survive, if your survivability is 0, is something that, you know, by sitting more on the battlefield, your heroes is going to trigger their rage skill way more. And at one point you're going to see, like you see here, it's like legions on so small amount of HP that soon is going to get ascended home. So we're trying to avoid that, just increase the survivability of your legions. I personally prefer HP for my mages, but you can go with defense, you can go with attack. If you're some big number player, I mean from point of power, you can afford actually going with attack, because it don't actually matter that much for you. But yeah, if you're a small player and you want to be efficient on the battlefield, try to increase the survivability. Like this, your legion is just going to fire up more their rage skill, and if you're mage main, the main damage is coming from the rage skill. And don't forget, teamwork is always going to beat the power in Cow of Dragons, and your march is definitely counting in this whole picture. I just want everybody to actually know that, and I want to know something. You can leave the comment below. What tiny move saved your team once and you was part from this thing? What move you did or your alliance did that actually saved something that from first look was looking that is already done, there is just no escape from this thing, and blah blah blah. Because we also have to talk about the strategy. So I'm really curious what tiny move saved your team once. And don't forget to subscribe if you're looking for more free-to-play war tips in Cow of Dragons. Obviously, some people are going to say, but you're a spender. Yeah, I'm spender, but I'm using the same heroes and the artifacts. Everything is same. It's not like I'm coming from different universe, even though that it may look like this. But yeah, if you're interested in this type of things, you can just subscribe and like the video if you feel that somebody see you today and your problems that you may feel not that valuable on the battlefield. So yeah guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.